Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your astral realm reading. So, the astral realm is just as real as this one that we call reality. It's just a different place, and it's about consciousness. And you and others meet on the astral plane when you go to sleep, and it's all for different reasons. Some of you, this is for your spiritual work and growth. Some of you working out some hardships with certain people in your life, and some of you getting acquainted to new souls that are about to enter your physical realm. So we are going to look at the two strongest energies that you are interacting with on the astral plane at this time. It is no means the only two, but the two strongest at this time, and we'll find out why and what's going on. So let's get started, Capricorn. Ooh, look at this. We have perspective. So you are being grown mentally, consciously, emotionally on the astral at this time by whoever you're interacting with. And you are also providing growth and clarity and understanding to somebody else, because you see there are two crystals here. And then this to me is representing the astral plane because it's Neptune. And it's number 22. So you and another are doing a lot of work in the astral to understand each other, to see where the other one's coming from, expanding into new emotions and new thoughts. So let's get directly into who these people are. Okay, so the first one is the metamorph. And I hope that that looks good and clear. It's hard with the camera. I try so hard with the lighting to make sure that you guys can see, but there is the metamorph. So this is a consciousness that is interacting with you on the astral. Oh, and you guys have the wanderer. The wanderer energy keeps showing up. Oh yeah, it is time for a great expansion, Capricorn. Two very, very strong souls coming here. This is, okay. So this is a spirit guide. And this is a person, a soul that you're meant to interact with on the earth plane. Whether this person has come into your reality yet or not, we will see through the cards. But the metamorph is a spirit guide that is walking with you through great change, big realization of self. And you could scatter some tower moments in all of that, but it's like this change up, shake up that's been happening in your world because you are transforming, Capricorn. You are metamorphing into something new, a new version of self. And it's to align to this energy, this soul right here. And if you've already met this person, you guys are separated. This could be, you know, friend, family member, romance. You guys are separated because there was a lot of difference, a lot of incompatibility that existed between the two of you. But there's more to come in this life journey, and you guys are meant to walk together. So if you've already met them, you're separated. Or this could be you have yet to meet this person, and part of all of this change is aligning you to their energy, and they're going through things to align them to your energy. This is somebody who is very different than you, sees things very different than you, is very spontaneous. At times you may view them as irresponsible, immature, jumping the gun, and they may view you as being too rigid, too comfortable, and you're meant to bring your strengths to them, and they're meant to bring their strengths to you. It's like their strengths are your weaknesses and your strengths are their weaknesses, and you guys are teaching each other quite a bit on the astral plane, this preparing of energies so that when you align in the physical, it feels very familiar. Like, hey, I feel like I've known you forever. It's because you have been meeting them on the astral. And those of you where this is somebody you've already met, but you're separated, when you come back together in the physical realm after this work is finished, it's going to feel like no time has passed whatsoever. When you are separated from anybody, and it's like you come back into contact with them and it's as though no time has passed at all, it's because the connection has still been thriving on the astral. There's been absolutely no separation, meeting up, working with each other, having conversation with each other, okay? And that's what's going on with this person. If you're separated, you're not separated there, not at all. All right, let's pull some themes and structure of how these dreams are playing out, how these energies are presenting themselves to you, the spirit guide. We will start with the spirit guide, the metamorph. Okay, house and building. Now, for a very long time, I kept dreaming of this very specific house in a dream, and just over months and months, this darn house always in my dream for different purposes. Never understood it. After I started learning more about the astral plane and working with these decks, it is the home of my spirit guide, and I am excited to say for you guys as well, look at that. This is the spirit guide. You go to the spirit guide's home, the spirit guide's realm. And if you go to the realm, it's not as though you're physically going to this other realm. It's all through consciousness, okay? And so you go and you meet up with this guide, and the energy of this guide is very above anything physical, the matter, okay? So you travel far to visit this particular guide. But the reason for this guide coming in is because Capricorn, in some area of your life, there is major transformation at hand, and it has to take place. And through that transformation, it's like your whole life is changing and shifting, but it's all for the better, for the next version of you, and also creating the space for this soulmate right here. So let's see how that soulmate is coming through, what sort of structure. Oh, here's something else. Just because you go to the spirit guide's home, even if you dream of the home, it doesn't mean that you will remember this guide. It's the vibration is so high. It's like your brain waves have to be at a certain frequency to even connect. And when you are conscious and you are awake, it's like all of that is lost. Oh, look at this. Colors, numbers, symbolism. And this is card 22. And here we're asking about the structure that's presented by this soulmate. And this is card 22. So for some of you, 22 is very significant number. 22 years. 22 years old, the 22nd of a month, the 22nd representing an anniversary, a birthday, timing. It's different for all of you, but that number is definitely being emphasized for your reading. So this particular soulmate doesn't come through as themselves, okay? And it could be, again, because you have yet to meet. So it's like a very slow coming together of energies, a very slow warming of energies. And this is how you present to them as well, okay? Because at the soul level, you guys understand what your destiny is, the work that you have signed up for with each other for this lifetime. And so your soul will start introducing you to each other, the physical avatars through the astral, again, so that when you come together in the physical, it's very seamless. So this is a lot of signs and synchronicity and colors images, emotions, and it's not so much about conversation, okay? So really pay attention to all the images and signs in your dreams, because you're going to notice that reflected in your physical reality. And same for this soulmate, you do that to them. You project these into their physical reality as well. So you both are feeling that. A lot of symbolism is linked to this particular soulmate. So let's take a look and look at the themes here. Okay, freedom. This guide is trying to break you free of so much, okay? And may appear in your dream as like a horse, a butterfly, a bird. You may experience flying, okay? I would go more with like a flying insect or a bird, just because of the image of the metamorph and then the girl flying here. But the horse is also really standing out to me. So this guide is really trying to break you free, and you may dream of like flying, walking on water, drifting, floating. Okay, that's this guide. And I'm feeling you don't know the face of this guide. Like, you just don't. If this guide shows itself in any sort of form in your dream, it's through the image of an animal or an insect. And when you're interacting, okay, you reach the home of this guide. It's like you guys go on an adventure each night, and the adventure, it's not so much about verbal conversation. It's like through the adventure itself is where you're gaining, you're growing, you're expanding. It's very interesting. All right, let's look at the soulmate. Okay, so if this is somebody you are separated from, there's definitely some trust issues on your side, their side, or both sides, okay? And if this is somebody you have yet to meet, obviously trust is a factor for you with new people, most often from what you've been through, okay? So if this is new, the reason for this astral meeting is because otherwise, even meeting in the physical, you both might be too blocked to really allow the relationship to progress further, move forward. Okay, so trust is definitely an issue, and that's what you are working on this astral plane with your soulmate. Okay, whether you've met them or not, this is a soulmate to you, and that's a big thing. And also that would explain the images and the symmetry symbolism, numbers, colors, emotions, okay? Because when things break us and splinter us at the soul, words don't fix anything. The healing is energetic, it's vibrational, and it comes through the experiences that you and the soulmate are sharing, whether to bridge the gap of distrust or to allow closeness upon physical meeting and being able to open up and trust each other, because you both have gone through some things that make you very guarded, very blocked, very closed off. Okay, so let's pull some tarot and go deeper. Okay, so with the Spirit Guide, we have this Six of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, Capricorn. Big changes in relationships, in your emotions, as well as your home, family, and your money But this is for the positive. Remember, this guide is helping you break free of outdated thinking, old patterns, things that are now anchors, you realizing the different lessons attached to different experiences and people, and how you've gained all that you could possibly gain. So it's like there's this great shedding and shuffling happening in your world, especially around your relationships and money and home. And you're getting, this is like you're getting more in tune with your heart, and what matters to you is shifting as well. If you've been somebody very like career driven, just focused on money, building yourself, all of a sudden you're going to switch into, I want a family, I want to lay roots, I want stability, I want long-term connection. Okay, and that's just one example for you guys so you understand the depth of this message and why this guide is working with you, because this is like a big life change happening for Capricorn, but putting you into king status, whether you're male or female, emotionally putting you into that king status where you're very mature, you're wise, you know when to listen to your heart and you know when to listen to your mind, and you're building. Okay, you're building your future. And even if you are somebody who is very stable, there is still this change coming in your career, your job, your money, what you want to do. It's like you're tapping into your emotional body and deciding what will make me happy. That's what I shall pursue. That's my next journey. That's the next step on my path. It's freedom for you to be happy, Capricorn, and this spirit guide is showing you how to do that. So let's pull some cards and look over here at the soulmate. Also, some of you, yes, it's like a preparation, preparing you for a beautiful, divine soulmate union where you guys are going to build. Oh, wow, look at that. Queen of Cups. So you've got divine counterparts coming out. Two of Wands. And the Chariot. Okay, so this soulmate, whoever they are, whether a friend, family member, or romantic partner, you guys are soulmates, okay? But it's like you're very opposite from each other. And if you already know this person, that has been a big source of friction and contrast, is these opposites. But through those, you know, butting of heads, arguments, misunderstandings, falling out, you both have really been teaching each other and growing each other. And working on the aspect of that through consciousness and emotion on the astral plane, so that you guys can heal hurt feelings, feelings of disappointment, of betrayal, of anger, of frustration, just whatever it is, okay? And if it's not existing between the two of you, this lack of trust, it exists in your heart separately. If this is a new person, you both experience that lack of trust. And again, that's why you work together on the astral plane before you come in to union in the physical. It's to just really feel comfortable and familiar with each other's energy. Because you and this soulmate, there is a lot of success ahead. Okay? This is a beautiful long journey, and this spirit guide has been helping to prepare the two of you for this journey together, or this reconciliation. Because as opposite as your thoughts are, the way you perceive, the way you go about life, the way you both do things, at the soul, you are one and the same. Your heartbeat is the same. Your vibration is the same. And there's a lot of success to come. So let's pull some more cards, Capricorn. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the Empress, or I'm sorry, the High Priestess, and Strength. All right. Yes. This is a very strong connection, you and this soulmate. And look at that with the High Priestess right there. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Meaning on the astral to understand, okay, there's no mystery, there's no turmoil. What you feel in when you are awake, you are conscious in your heart, in your mind, towards somebody that you are estranged from at this time is not the way that you guys interact on the astral plane. It isn't. And you've got to think of the astral plane as a realm where you can work things out on neutral ground. Okay, all the things that seem impossible to work out and work through in the earth realm can be worked out on the astral plane, and it brings, you know, healing, release, and freedom, because sometimes some relationships are never meant to come back together in this journey, and the only way to receive that closure is at the soul with each other. Life is so much more fair than we realize. It's just, you know, when you dream, most people think, oh, it's just what happens when you fall asleep, and it's truly another realm. It's a part of you where you go every time you fall asleep, and it's for great purpose. And for you right now, it's all about you and this soulmate getting to a place of trust, healing Ten of Swords energy, where it just feels very stuck in both of you, all right? Whether it's towards each other or things that have happened to you guys, and it's just made it impossible for you guys to fully trust and connect, all right? It's time for that to be healed and move beyond. It's been a long journey, but you're going to get there. And this soulmate connection is so, so strong, Capricorn. It truly is. It can weather any and every storm that comes its way after you guys complete your work in the astral. And for those of you where this is a new person, when you guys come into connection, meeting each other, the union, the bond, the loyalty between the two of you is going to be unmatched. It's going to be instantaneous, because you've done all this work and connecting and bonding in the astral. Okay, and you're going to be able to read each other, your thoughts, your emotions right away. And it might be a little spooky, right? But that's because you already know each other. You're kindred spirits. Okay, absolutely 100%. And this spirit guide is helping you make all the changes in your physical reality, in your belief system, in your patterns of behavior, helping you transform experience and pain into wisdom and growth and expansion, all in preparation for you and this soulmate to align or to reconnect. And if we're separated, that's part of the journey, that's part of the learning, okay? And if we've yet to meet, it's because you and this soul have signed a contract to be at a certain level of awakening, of vibration, of frequency, however you want to look at it, when you come into union, so that you can gain from each other's differences rather than feel diminished and small as if your differences overshadow everything. Okay, and those of you who have already met know exactly what I'm talking about, but you're not as different as it appears. You are one and the same at the soul. All right, look at that. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. Yes, yes you are, Capricorn. You go to a very high place to meet this spirit guide right here. And then, you know, you and the soulmate, right now it's just in the astral, but it's also going to be in the physical. Okay. Hollow bone, teachability. Beloved, radical acceptance. And netcaster preparations come to fruition. Oh, this deck is so beautiful. I just love the artwork, the color, the words, the energy. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Okay. This soulmate is your beloved, and it's going to help you bring some dreams into reality. In fact, you and this person may have a money-making idea. You may start a business together. They may be very good at money and money-making ideas, or vice versa. All right, it's just with this soulmate, you guys make a lot happen. You bring dreams to reality, and you gain abundance, resources through that process, okay? And then here's this beautiful spirit guide teaching you, all right, about yourself. It's interesting, even though this the experience with this guide is like a preparation for this soulmate and all that you guys are going to do, all the work you will do with each other. It's not as though anything you gain with this spirit guide is about relationships and connection or anything. This spirit guide really brings you to the truth of self and shows you potential of self and shows you what holds you down, what holds you back, okay? And this is all felt vibrationally and is experienced in a way I cannot articulate because you're on the astral plane when it's going on, but the expansion from it, you feel that, you notice in your waking life, your mind changing, your perception shifting, ideas that you never thought of before happening and coming in for you, okay? So this, what's going on right now, the main energies for Capricorn on the astral is work with this very high level spirit guide to prepare you to align to this soulmate. And I feel for some of you, this could literally be like a business partner or something along those lines, okay? It's somebody you're building a lot with, and that building with somebody goes far beyond just being romance, you know, being married, building a life together, right? So this soulmate is different for all of you. It's coming into your life, or it's returning into your life because you guys are building and creating a lot of success with each other. And I would bet that this guide is also working with them as well, okay? Regenerate. Whilst I dream, I clear my mind of all negativity and my spirit is refreshed. Yes, see, that's what's happening when you sleep, when you go meet this spirit guide, and when you connect with this energy of this soulmate. It's very healing to you, Capricorn. So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.